What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today is Thursday, meaning it is going to be a resistance training day for the run that I'm going to be doing in 2.5 weeks. I got a half marathon. Thursdays are typically non-weight room related, but it's some sort of resistance style conditioning, whether that be a ruck, whether that be what we're going to do today, which is where I'm at in Boca Raton, Florida. We're at FAU, at the FAU Stadium. If you have watched any of my videos before, you know we go to the FAU Stadium a lot. So this is a form of resistance cardio, right? Or conditioning, like I like to put it, where we're going to be working mitochondrial density of the fast twitch muscle fibers, meaning your fast twitch fibers are the most forceful, most powerful muscle fibers that your body has. We're working the capacity to increase the conditioning of those fast twitch fibers. So we're going to use the stadium for that. Now, after sneak peek, if you guys didn't know, I'm relaunching the supplement line where my evergreen product, Battle Tested, has been reformulated, and I added in a pre-workout called Combat Ready. I'm extremely excited about it. So we're gonna show you kind of the behind the scenes on how it gets made, bottled, and all of that. And then the launch date will be pretty soon, so stay on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, we gotta get after it. It's about 95 degrees out here. You know it's Florida, so it's humid, but we gotta get after it. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Quick warm up done, 5 minutes. All right, did some leg swings, did some running, just different dynamic work. Then did 1 rep coming up and down, nice and easy, 50%. Now is the real work. So we're gonna go ahead and do 20 seconds all out, explosive, as fast as possible, recruiting those fast twitch fibers, and then getting your rest on the way down. So you can either slowly come down, but you wanna catch your breath. So you wanna take about 90 to 120 seconds rest, then repeating that 8 to 15 times. Today I'm gonna go ahead and do 10 reps because I have 2 long runs to go throughout the week. I have a 5-miler and then I have a 12-miler on Saturday, so I gotta save my legs. But we're gonna get the goal accomplished today. Like I said, 20 seconds up, 90-second recovery, 10 total rounds. Let's do it. Got about a minute left on the recovery. Like I said, going 90 seconds. Notice that I'm skipping steps, right? Because that's gonna allow my legs to have to work, right? Exploding through, getting that extension that I need, driving off the foot and getting into that extension, working a lot of muscular strength and ability and a force that has that high capacity. So force being displaced over and over again. All right, so wrap, 10 down, moving on to the manufacturing. Let's do it. So the good thing about this type of workout is it's not as taxing as some of the longer, higher volume sets, but it improves on, like I talked about, those fast twitch fibers being able to produce power for a longer duration of time. So improving on this each and every week, you can do at least 1 to 2 times a week this style of training, and you want to progress in sets, right? So I did 10 sets today. The next week it'll be 11 or 12, so on and so forth. And then you want to switch up the modality, keeping the method the same, but just switch up what you're doing, right? So we have the stadium stairs, maybe do that for 3 weeks, then go ahead and do some type of high intensity rucking, up, let's say, a bridge or a steep incline. You can do sleds, prowler pushes, you know I love those. Something like that that's gonna give you that strength and that force output, but improving on the capacity to do that output. All right, so we're here at the manufacturing spot, Lightning Labs. Now, like I said, we're reformulating Battle Tested, and we're putting together a new formulation for a pre-workout called Combat Ready. So we're gonna get in there, we're gonna go over some of the stuff, show you the process, and you get behind the scenes of what's to come. Let's do it.
Right here.
Nice.
So we're gonna get all these all dialed up for you and we'll be good to go. But them labels came out amazing. Looks really, really good, I think. Yeah, for sure. And then we're gonna get the neckband on there for you too.
Cool.
Make sure that, because right now these are just sample units. We haven't induction sealed them yet, but like wanted to put them together.
All right, so first look, we got the Battle Tested, reformulated, Combat Ready, new pre-workout, Daru Strong Nutrition. I got Tom here from Lightning Labs. Tom, tell them what you do for us.
Overall, I mean, we basically take your final product, we take your idea and your concept, and we basically make it a reality. We basically take that original formulation that you were so proud of, and then we put it all together in the packaging with the testing and the sourcing, and we just basically get it all ready to go for you.
How long does the process usually take?
I mean, overall, it kind of varies. Whenever you're doing like a new product, as you know, when we did our flavoring, because we were really big on the flavor and making sure that all that flavoring is natural in there. We wanted to go through, we wanted to dial in the flavoring and make sure that it would tasted good, while at the same time providing like max benefit for your overall workouts and for your general health. And the label, as you can tell, is really, really precise. It's really a clean design, looks good, has a lot of complexity to it.
All right, so we're looking at it, right? So if you look inside, right, it looks like, you know, it's down maybe mid bottle, and we could have went a smaller bottle, but explain to them why we did this.
I mean, one of the main reasons why we definitely don't want to fill it up, you know, to the brim or even, you know, 3/4 of the way is typically when you have heat induction seals, which are these seals on the insides of the lids. They're a foil seal. And basically the way that they work is when the bottle's going under the conveyor, the heat induction applies to the top of the actual lid and releases that seal. But the heat has to be really high. Problem is, if the powder level's too high, you can sometimes get that residual heat affecting the powder on the inside, and then it causes it to have like a burnt taste sometimes, or it can sometimes even affect the actual quality of the product where it'll like turn it brown or things like that. Especially with aminos, they have a tendency of being a little bit lighter and fluffier, so they tend to take up more surface area. So to be safe, we always want to make sure that we keep that level at a point where you're not going to get that burn or that charring taste, because taste is important, you know. We want to make sure that it tastes good. Be careful though, because you be sliding all over the place.
Protect the Vivos. Solid. Put your shit on, man.
Then over here you have the induction sealer. The induction sealer basically is going to take the induction seal that I told you about. It's going to apply that heat to the top and get that seal locked to the bottom. And then it basically gets a code stamp on the bottom with your lot number and your expiration date. And then it goes to the end collection table where it then gets QC'd again and case packed and palletized.
We're getting the supplements packed and ready to go. Look, they're putting the supplement in there right now. Getting the bottles ready to get the supplements in. Right now we're doing Combat Ready. It's the pre-workout. It's a long time coming, man. We've been talking about the formulations, going back and forth with certain types of ingredients, flavoring, the amount of each individual ingredient that goes in to get the best possible outcome when it comes down to pre and post training. We wanted to be a little bit different, obviously. We want to separate ourselves and giving combat sport, tactical sport athletes, and those individuals that train on a weekly basis the best opportunity to, one, have the energy output to get the work done, and two, recover accordingly. I hope you guys like it.
I was in the kiddie pool, now I'm ready to fish for real. About to start sending these things down. My wife, if you need me to start, let me know. 6, you gonna be ready when I say you're ready.
What's up guys, Daru here. Make sure you like this video and subscribe for more. See you on the next one.